Royal greetings, Empire. I'm at the gym. Feeling quite purplish today. So I thought I'd answer this question that I've gotten a couple times in a couple different ways recently is, number one, when did I start wearing all purple? Number two, why do I wear all purple? I guess number three is part of number two. And most people want to know the spiritual significance of wearing all purple. So, I'm about to give it to you like it is. The 100% God honest truth of why I wear all purple. And it's not very difficult to understand. First of all, purple is my favorite color. Always has been. Always has been. Now, have I always only worn purple? No, but I've always slanted towards purple. I love purple. But I did not always wear purple because most of the time, I had to wear certain types of clothes most of the time. Right now, I'm in a time in my life where I can wear what I want. I don't have to wear a uniform. I don't have to wear church lady clothes. I wear whatever I want right now. And so I'm in that era of my life. But that's one reason is purple is my favorite color. That's very simple. Number two is I lived most of my adult life as a woman over 400 pounds. Yes, over 400. And a great part of it was over 500 pounds. I finally did something about it when I got to about 580 something pounds, almost 600 pounds, yes. And I lived most of my adult life as a very large woman, And so in the past 10 years, you have increasingly seen me become more and more purple for a couple reasons. One reason is I've been losing a lot of weight, and I've lost a lot of weight, and I'm now understanding that is a whole mindset shift because I thought I was pretty stylish as a big mama. You know what I mean? As a big girl. But I didn't have any sense of style, and I as the incredible shrinking woman that I was becoming. So and then I met my goddaughter, Love Rose, who also loved purple. At the time we met, I think it was like 2016, 17 or something like that. We both, at that time, did not just only wear purple. We wore, all different colors still. But I started modeling in her shows in Detroit, and where we really were like getting to know each other in like 2018. And the more we hung out together, the more purple both of us became. And then we had other people that were becoming more and more purple too. And so we both, by the time she passed away, she only wore purple. She had purple hair, purple dreads that she had grown out. And I only wore purple. So, but basically in a nutshell, it was because I didn't have any style. And so purple just became my style. And then when I started wearing it every day and going out into my community and getting known, getting recognized for being the lady, they call me a purple queen. They do in my community. They don't know my name, but they know me when they see me because I'm always in purple. I like that. Yeah, you could say I'm an attention hog. I am. Yeah. No, that's real. I like the attention. Now, sometimes if you're with me, you're probably not. It's probably going to get a little frustrating because my kids can tell you that, you know, I don't. People stop me all the time to comment on my purple. On I love that purple. Purple people have a unique sense of loyalty to the color purple. Like, and when we meet another person that is a purple lover, something spiritual does happen between us. It does. I told you the story about my nail tech, who was a purple girl, but when I met her, she was, you know, her shop was yellow. Then, you know, after a while of me going there regularly, I come in one day and she's holding up all this purple stuff that she buys, and she also specifically hunts out new purple to buy, nail polish to buy, so that I have a new selection when I go in there. And she's got recommendations. Sometimes she's such a purple girl like I am. Sometimes I just go in there and put my hands down and she says, how about we try this purple? So, you know, purple people have a way of, we can ignite each other's purplish. Now that might be spiritual to some. It might be psychological to some. I don't know what it is to you. It's just significant to me. You know, it's a part. Purple is now a part of who I am. It's not just a color I wear. It's a part of who I am and my persona. It's a part of my brand. It's a part of my lifestyle. Literally, I know if I walk into this gym and I don't have on purple, somebody's gonna say something, because I'm here every day and I'm in purple every day and they comment on it every day. If I walked in there and I did not have on purple, they would notice. And I would give off a different energy. So you gotta understand that there are certain things about you that release your energy. Purple releases my energy. My smile releases my energy. You know, when I'm out in public, you know, the two things I get stopped for all the time is, oh, you have such a beautiful smile. Or, you know, I love the purple. Literally. All the time. There's not a time that I go out anywhere that people don't stop me about, you know, having on purple. So it can get frustrating to some, but if you're a purple person, you love it. And I got little purple princesses and queens coming up. And, you know, like I said, you know, I'm going to one of my granddaughter's 5th grade graduations tomorrow, and she's a purple girl, so I will be in all purple there. You know, I love showing up in all purple in my stuff when I go to support my kids. And so they won't know me, but they'll know in generations to come, where I'm not even on this earth, I will have established myself as the Purple Empress. So that's why I wear purple. Number one, it's my favorite color. Number two, I didn't have any style. I didn't know what to wear, so I decided I'll just wear only purple and make that my style. It picked up, it became popular. Now everywhere I go, people love the purple. And literally, I don't have one thing designer. Not one thing is designer. I am the Temu Amazon queen. Well, basically because you can't find a lot of stuff that's designer. You know, I mean, you'd have to pay a lot of money for something designer in purple. You know, it's exclusive. And so, but if you go to Temu, you can get whatever you want in purple. They make purple. And so I do get a lot of my pieces from Temu, Amazon. And if I'm out somewhere and I see something purple, I buy it, period. I don't ask if I don't care where it is. I could be at Walmart, I could be at Kohl's, I could be anywhere. I could be at Saks. I don't care where it is. If I see it and it's purple and I can fit it, I buy it. Because it's not often that I walk into any store and see anything purple. So when I do see something purple, I grab it. I don't think I have any name brand things that are purple except for, well, I have purses, Coach purses, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't buy them. My son used to buy me a Coach purse every year, and his friends have gotten together every year since then and gotten me a Coach purse. So like, and then this year, my cousins, I don't know if this is designer or not, but it's designer to me because it's cute as heck. I'm telling you, I love this purse. It's called the Bucket. And, you know, I love it. I love it. And I think I'm still carrying, I think one of my son's friends bought me this for my birthday. And so, and that's Slow Coach. That's the only thing designer I have. And I didn't buy any of it. I couldn't tell you what designer even is right now because I've never been a brand whore. So I never cared about any of that stuff. Basically because I was fat as fuck. And, you know, there aren't many brands that accommodated a 600-pound woman. so you know, I didn't care about that. As a young woman, you know, I grew up poor, but I also grew up being trained to do certain things like sew. Like all my friends sew. Like if all my girlfriends, we know how to sew, we know how to cook, we know how to clean, we all know how to do, whether we do it or not, we all know how to do it. Now, we all know how to sew. When I was a young woman in my early 20s, you know, I made all my clothes. I had a best friend, well, she was my big sister, Floridale, Miss Flo. We go Sister Plant, Sister Walker, Elder Walker, whatever y'all called her. She was Floridale to me. She was my big sister, and that girl could sew. And so, like, my foster home was next door, and like, we had my foster mom, Mother Levy, she had all my clothes made by a seamstress. Like, you know, I had all my suits and church clothes and all that stuff was always made by a seamstress. And we all sewed. We learned how to sew. Floridale would teach us how to sew. Floridale used to get some of the most extravagant sewing machines, like where she could make some of the nicest things, you know. She had all the, it's like getting the latest technology. She used to get the latest sewing machines, you know. And her daughters, work. Look, it's funny. She was my big sister, and her daughters are now my little sisters because I like sit right in between them, and they're all creative and can do all kinds. I got stuff in my house now that they have made for me. I got shoes that they've blinged out for me. If you sometimes see this little, the Empress crown thing, you know, one of them made that for me, you know, so it's probably time for an upgrade, Kita. And so they're very creative, but we grew up and, you know, that's what we did. That's what we did. So I never developed a love for Prada and Gucci and Fendi. I know who they are, but I don't care nothing about them. But let somebody in the empire create a brand. Like if you create a brand, you know, that I can wear, that's purple, I'll support you. I'll support you. You know, I'm not going to give somebody that's already established my money, you know. But if you come up with a brand, you know, and you wanna give me some fits, I'll support you. But you know, at this point, you know, I got somebody that's coming up and coming fashion designer in the empire, so I'm waiting for them to do some designs so I can model them for y'all. Not even gonna tell you who it is, but that's why I wear purple. It's my vibration. It's my vibe, baby. When I walk in here and I have on purple, I feel like it makes everybody feel better. Nobody, I never go out, and I'm going to tell you, I live in Trump territory. I don't know if y'all know that. I live in MAGA territory. I mean, I don't care nothing about, I live around the nicest people. I mean, I know they're MAGA. They don't know what I am. Well, I'm pretty sure they know I'm not MAGA, but not many MAGA people gonna walk around with purple hair. And so, but, you know, I've never once had an issue because nobody ever has shown me anything or interacted with anything other than my smile and the color purple. And if that's spiritual, that's spiritual to you. To me, it's me. It's just me. Hey, you guys have a great day. I'm gonna go in here and change the world. I say.